Welcome to a new Seamless Talk episode. My guest today is a young lady that I got to know about 1.5 years ago. She came by appointment to my shop in Vienna together with her mother, a wonderful and elegant lady, and I was fascinated to discover the love, respect, and knowledge about couture. Couture as handmade, superb made, one-of-a-kind garments and accessories that are classic or contemporary and chic. They wear couture for daytime besides formal occasions, and I wish to emphasize that there are many people that approach and wear couture for daytime in the most quiet and graceful way. True couture is not about wearing mass-produced status symbols, big logos, pieces that you see on celebrities and might assume that they are couture, overpriced labels, or flashy, bold, invaluable pieces. Couture combines craftsmanship, artistry, and the high quality of the fabrics, fibers, and prints when the fabrics are printed, and delivers precise attention to detail and knowledge. Couture is more accessible than you think. You can find a skilled, educated, and dedicated master tailor, designer, or artist wherever you are that can offer you such a standard. To not be confused by haute couture. In this video today, you'll get to know Marion. I highly appreciate her upbringing, her inner balance, and her love and dedication for her family, nature, studies, social justice, and artistic values. Have a pleasant time with us.
My favorite time of day finally begins. I plan to find a good book to read, to explore the harmonious melodies in a music score, to research for the good questions in life, or to simply run across unpredictable details hiding an unimaginable impact. Nowadays, the skyscrapers of science are constantly evolving. We can get to know people, nature, society, all kinds of forms and structures in our world. And of course, I always look forward to delving into their own hidden treasures. However, I understand early enough that art is an indispensable part of life, because inside nature, one can find harmony and art themselves. In other words, I believe that the scent of a long-lost couplet can successfully meet the rational manners of science. How is that possible? One could ask. Well, we only need to carefully look around us and feel the evolution of things. During the years, this process taught me patience and to never take things for granted. We accept who we are and who others are or can be. It proves our existence as restless human beings, developing culture, history, arts, science, and in the end, ourselves. A bit anachronistic? I don't think so. Timeless? That's better. I invite you to join the intersection of art and science.
Hello Marion, I wish to thank you for accepting to join me here on my YouTube channel and be part of the Seamless Talk Conversation series. It is the second Seamless Talk conversation. The first one that I did, it was with artist Philippe Devaux, but it's not our first one. Whenever we have the chance and time, we will talk about subjects that we are both passionate and interested in, such as history, travel, political and social justice, science, traditions, and how much we appreciate couture. I mean couture as a definition to beautifully and authentically made garments. You are very young. I'm in awe by your vast knowledge in many subjects. You understand a lot of what life is, and I would also like to credit your parents for your impeccable education. May I ask you for our viewers, how old are you? Where were you born? What studies have you pursued? And what are your professional future plans?
First of all, thank you very much for this very kind invitation. It's wonderful for me. I'm 24 years old. I was born in Athens, but I was raised in Italy, in a little island of Venice, Lido di Venezia. I started school there, Italian school, so I learned also pretty soon Italian language. I immediately started learning also French, English, and of course study my mother tongue, Greek. And I also, when I returned back in Greece, I pursued my French studies in French Hellenic school, l'École des Ursulines in Athens. And from there, I started my, let's say, academic path towards law studies, French law studies to be exact, from the department Faculté de Droit of Paris 13. But at the same time, I did not stop there. I also wished to pursue an academic courses in the public Greek university, the Kapodistriakon, in the Department of Communication and Mass Media. And in 2019, I had obtained on my 23rd birthday 2 degrees, 2 university degrees, and also a master one in commercial trade law. So after this, let's say, difficult period with parallel studies, both universities, I decided to just change a bit the Greek environment, and that's basically the reason why I'm here in Vienna, in the beautiful city of Central Europe. I applied to the Diplomatic Academy of Vienna, which I'm actually finishing this year, my second year of studies. I pursued the Master of International Studies there. And basically, that's the main reason why I had the wonderful opportunity to meet the designer, Patricia Vincent.
Great pleasure. Great pleasure. When have you started to distinguish the difference between handmade and mass-produced goods? And who shaped your love for art and craftsmanship?
Well, I think it happened pretty early. I would say that my love for handmade products was, let's say, much influenced by my grandparents. My grandparents were Greek origin. And I remember when I was a little girl, I would just go to their house and learn about how to cook things, how to learn our traditions, our own culture, and how to cherish everything and exactly appreciate everything that's handmade and natural, most of all.
Yes.
I would say it was a pretty important thing to understand at an early stage and at an early age, because nowadays people are just exactly as you said, let's say that are pretty much influenced from mass production and the concept of ready-to-wear
and fast consumers,
yes. which actually the whole process does not create or give us an impression of what it would be like to appreciate things, and it does not transmit us any values on nature or on our own history or on, generally speaking, how to appreciate everything around us. So,
tell us more about your grandparents, about their life, and the values that they offered you.
My grandparents were amazing people.
Are they still alive or they
Unfortunately
passed
not.
away?
Unfortunately not. But I sure remembered every single moment, every day. I think I could say that they are the persons that shaped my personality. I passed my childhood with them.
And where exactly?
In
Which
Greece,
area?
in Athens,
In
in the
Athens.
capital, yeah,
Wow.
in the capital of Athens. Although we say Athens, it was their home was in a rural place, exactly in the nature, and getting to know Greek nature and the Greek environment and the beautiful landscapes. It was my, I would say, absolute memory of Greek summers there.
Your little paradise.
Exactly. What a wonderful expression.
I know that you lived in a few countries. Can you please tell us where? And I suppose that having spent a while in each country, that also being part of your upbringing, where did you notice most that art, tradition, and craftsmanship are honored and maintained?
Good question. Well, I lived for almost 6 years in Italy, in Venice, Lido di Venezia. That means that basically throughout my childhood, I was given the great chance to get to know Italian culture, Renaissance, and also the interconnectedness that Greeks and Italians have. And most of all, I learned, let's say, the roots, if I would say like that, of art, craftsmanship, and handmade culture and tradition. I shall mention that one of my greatest memories there was the Murano and Burano Islands in Italy, where we can see the real handmade tradition taking place, and it's an absolute must for a person to see there.
To visit and to understand everything behind.
Exactly.
What is your personal aesthetic?
Well, I would say that my personal aesthetic would be chic,
Yes.
elegant, classic, but at
Beautiful.
the same time not so exaggerated.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Tell us a little bit more about Vienna. On a different occasion, I would love to walk with you through Vienna and show our viewers a bit of the Greek footprint and values that they brought here to this capital. I simply find it fascinating. But for now, tell us, when did you move here and how do you perceive this city, this country? Is it a big change from Greece, or is it a melting pot and every individual can feel free to express her or his personality, own culture and habits? Give us your insight.
Well, I came here in Vienna in September 2019 to start my studies at the Diplomatic Academy of Vienna. Having the, let's say, the image of the Athenian way of living, I would say that at first I was absolutely astonished by the way Viennese people lived and how they approached art and music. I would say that in Athens we have a similar way of appreciating things because, as you know, we have great history through the years. Ancient Greece, Athens, the whole Greece is filled with archaeological sites and traditions and things that even people nowadays in Greece really crave to know, you know. And here in Vienna I found that similarity. Culture is always cherished, it's always a point for people. And living here for almost 2 years, I realized that even if we have a geographical distance, we have also, as Greeks, some historical spots here in Vienna, and I was really amazed finding out, for example, that, for example, Dumbas, the businessman, the Greek businessman, and many others from the Greek community were actually citizens of Vienna and were having their activities here in Vienna. And they were actually creating a total new spectrum with regards to art and music. And it's important also to find out the connection between Greek people, businessmen and important persons with music here, and also with the Viennese way of living and its
how it intersected.
Exactly.
And I'm personally curious to know what would be, let's say, a nice or beautiful Saturday spent in Athens, in Greece, and what would be a Saturday spent here in Vienna. Please tell us. Could be in the morning, a morning program, or lunch, afternoon, or evening. I'm personally curious.
Great question. In Greece, as you know, we have a beautiful weather.
Yes, every month of the year, or like how many months would you have
almost
sun?
Every day, I would say.
Yes.
The only exceptions are winter days, like January, February, March. But every other month it's filled with sunny days.
Sunny days, and weather-wise, 15, 18.
Well, I would say yes,
Celsius
something like on average.
On average,
20
yes.
Celsius. Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. Yeah, a typical weekend.
Yes.
In Greece would be maybe visit your parents or your relatives in a hidden natural place, maybe also near Athens, the capital, or being with friends, hiking on the Greek mountains, taking pictures of our wonderful landscapes there, because as you can see, the sea is really close to the Athenian capital. Is really close.
So the mountains are close to the sea. The capital.
Yeah. I mean, in Attica, our department, you can visit so many different places, but beautiful places, and you can just spend your day in a beautiful manner. And of course, I would suggest 100% to visit our beach. Of course, the beach of the Saronic Gulf. And Piraeus, why not? And taking a little trip in the little island of Aegina, why not?
Why not?
It's a 40 minutes ride, guys, and it's really worth it. And here in Vienna...
wait. I would like to continue a little bit with Grace. I know that you like to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there are small churches or monasteries around Athens. What's your favorite spot to go to pray?
Wow, this is also a tradition that was inherited from my grandparents.
Yes.
As you mentioned yourself pretty well, almost every little mountain, every spot also almost has a little church that actually belongs to a saint or to a Virgin Mary, and it has its own, I may add myself, artistic side. My favorite spot, I would say, is a little church near my grandparents' home. It's called the Church of Prophet Elias. It's a wonderful place to pray, to be with people, also for really ceremonies for life. I mean, for ceremonies like
baptizing.
Yes, or even marriages. And every year with my parents, we're going there on June. It's our, let's say, fixed date with my parents and my relatives from Greece. We do a gathering there, maybe a picnic every year. And it's like we are commemorating my grandparents like that. And at the same time, we are sort of welcoming summer, sunny days, and bringing all these good memories together every year.
It sounds absolutely magical.
It's peaceful. It's, every year I go there. I spent 24 times in my life going there. But every year it's something different.
Wow.
It's something, I would say,
Unique.
eternal. Something like that. Because when you're at the top of the mountain and you're in a little church like that, and you feel that there's something else there. It's not only you or your parents
The
or
energy.
relatives. It's the energy. It's totally a different thing. Outside from big cities, outside from a capitalistic way of living and mass production,
rushed
the
way,
overcrowded cities, and it's absolutely amazing, I would say. Simply like that. Amazing, peaceful, unique.
Beautiful. And now we can cross to Vienna. And
Well, my weekend in Vienna
yes,
would be, let's say I love walking through parks. I haven't even really got the chance to see them all. What I would do on a typical Saturday or Sunday, maybe even during morning hours, I would just walk through either the streets of Vienna or in a park, like Belvedere Garden,
like
for
here.
example,
And
like here.
we apologize a little bit now for the sound. We are in the park of Belvedere, between Belvedere Palace and the Botanical Garden, so it's a bit loud and noisy, but it is how it is now. it's part of it. And
Well,
yes, we enjoy being here.
absolutely. And I'd say a good touch during the
Yes.
day would be to visit one of my favorite ice cream stores.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. I don't know if I can say the name. I would just limit myself.
No, you of course you can
It's
say
an
it.
Italian
Yes.
gelateria
Yes.
with a Swiss brand name. It's Vittorio.
Ah. And where is it?
It's in Herrengasse.
I don't know it.
Yeah, you should try it because it has really gourmet ice creams.
Wow.
Approved.
And being here on the food topic, where do you like to have lunch or dinner? Any great restaurants here, or
course,
let's say
of
Austrian as well, that you like?
I would say for Austrian restaurants, I really loved and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, sorry guys, it's the Griechenbase in the Griechengasse,
Yes.
right next to the Greek Orthodox Church.
Yes, in the first district.
It's a
Yes.
historical place. It is believed that one of the promoters of the Greek Revolution, Rigas Fereos, was there, lived there, and visited the place multiple times. And it was the first time I went there was with my parents during the first month of us being here, and it was absolutely amazing seeing and getting to know the Austrian cuisine. It was absolutely marvelous. I remember also the dessert. It was the Heiße Liebe dessert. Yeah, and I didn't know German back then. But it was so funny for the waiter because
To recommend it?
Yeah, because I was seeing, the menu, and I said to him, I would like to have Heiße Liebe, and he was just like starting to cry, and I was like, did I say something wrong? So after that, I realized and I checked on my dictionary that Heiße Liebe means hot love.
Love,
so.
yeah. And I think it has like ice cream chocolate or
It
like
has
liquid.
it has a vanilla
chocolate.
ice cream
Yes.
with sort of a sauce that it's actually flambé.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice and it's for lovers.
Okay.
Yeah. And with regards to Greek restaurants, I would say that, well, yeah, here in Vienna we have quite several restaurants actually, and the whole spectrum of Greek food is unlimited, I would say, here in Vienna. My favorite is Orpheus, again, in the first district. It's typical, traditional, shows Greek culture, and for people who want to get acquainted with Greek culture, can easily visit the place. And at the same time, I also like that place because it's carries also classicness and a characteristic of being elegant at the same time with traditional Greek food. So it's a really good, really nice initiative.
I don't know it, and we should go together there because I only know Favas. It's a small bistro, but I would like to try
really
this
good.
restaurant.
Favas, it's also amazing.
Thank you so much for your time and beautiful conversation. As a conclusion, I would like to know what would you like to see more often around you, and to keep the balance stable, what do you like and appreciate seeing around you in relation to art, artists, manufacture, consumption, small businesses, travel, anything of your choice?
My father is a musician, and I carry also that musical, let's say, side. And basically, when I started living here, I had the chance to visit and to actually go to concerts, events, exhibitions. And I could really see that here, Viennese people not only organizes things just to organize them, but they're really honestly appreciating every single musical score of their own artists. It could be music, it could be art, it could be whatever kind of artistic expression.
Yes, I agree.
Something that I didn't and I would like to see in Greece, in Athens. Here, artistic freedom is everywhere, almost everywhere.
And encouraged.
Also by government, also by specialized authorities.
Absolutely.
And also by
the public.
Private funding. Also, we shall not set that apart.
Yes.
We shall not set that aside. Whereas in Greece, unfortunately, I wouldn't say it's such a problem of our crisis. I would say it's the fact that simply we shall get organized, and we have ideas. We have excellent people, Greek artists, unimaginable works they did, and they traveled all over the world. I would just suggest, just like that, to do an annual event or something like that for all these great artists who just left Greece, but they did not forget about Greece and about its own values and history. So that's my own vision, that's my own perspective. We have the most successful cinema festival, the festival of the film festival of Thessaloniki. It's a really good initiative. What I would like to say here is that Greece is not only a place of ancient history, archaeology, traditions, and culture. It's also a place where I found out that artists can combine and are able to literally mix up music, art, and sciences. I was astonished 3 years ago when I found out that a Greek academician from the National Public University of Athens had combined engineering, maths, together with the beautiful world of music. His name is Xenakis, and it was an experience for me, also just getting to know his work, because it totally changed my perspective of seeing the environment we live in today, and to see also from different perspectives our life, and also develop our thinking in a different way. So since then, I always took the brave step myself to I wouldn't say to combine things, but I'll say it. I was courageous enough to do 2 universities, and at the same time develop my artistic side. As I said, my musical passion with my father.
And I also know that you like to design jewelry.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, totally. I also love sketching and designing jewelry, as you said. That's a creative part in me. I would say began in my childhood. Right before I even started to write my name, actually, I would start sketching and drawing, and the reason behind that passion I have relies on the fact that I always loved and love till today to give people something handmade from me. And that's another thing that is totally connected with my own personality until today. I totally loved making presents on my own for my mother.
And to receive the smile.
And to receive a smile, because in the end of the day, being a child, the only thing you want to see is a smile.
Yes.
And a good environment with your beloved ones.
Yes,
so.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. We will continue now to drink our Austrian soft drinks in the park. We thank you so much for watching us. It's not going to be our first conversation here. Like I said, I would love to go with you in Vienna to see the Greek footprint.
Absolutely.
And to share it with you. Like I said, I find it fascinating, and you'll definitely love it, I promise. There is so much to discover, to be seen, to be shared. And we wish you a beautiful day, like today, like we have it. And we'll see each other very soon. Bye.
Bye. Cheers.